welcome back YouTube to Koopas World. This is my pickups video for the month of May. Yes, I know it's halfway through June now. I've had life things in the way, and it got to the point of I've got so many June pickups now that have got mixed in with May. I had to try and sort through what I had and what I didn't have, and it's just took a bit of a time to get around to it. Problems, eh? But yeah, I've been lucky enough to work through the whole of the pandemic, so can't complain, but yeah, it gets in the way of gaming. So I've got quite a few pickups for May. There's a few YouTubers I'm going to be mentioning along the way, kind donations, and yeah, very kind community. So I will give them all a mention at the time. So first of all, I'm just going to get some Blu-rays and DVDs out of the way. So first of all, let's address the game in the room, and that is F-Zero GX for the GameCube. I was really hoping that Nintendo were going to reboot this franchise at E3 and we'd get something, but not yet. So this was the last one released on a console. There was one on the Game Boy Advance, I believe, maybe. That was slightly after it, but yeah. So F-Zero. So getting on to Blu-rays. So in Charity Shop, I always do a scan over the Blu-rays because I'm a bit of a DC fan rather than a Marvel fan, and I don't own all the DC films. So I picked up, it was only £1, and that is Man of Steel. I didn't have it. It's got its slip case. Nearly dropped it then. Good condition slipcase as well, so I couldn't complain at that for £1, so I had to pick that one up. Put the Blu-rays down like that. And another Blu-ray. It came out before Christmas, so I put it on my Christmas list and said to people, look, if you want to buy me something cheap, then I wouldn't mind this. No one got it for me. Come my birthday in April, I said, look, this would be a nice gift if someone's after something cheap. And again, no one got it for me, so I went out and bought it myself in the end, and that was Joker. I'd never seen it before. Enjoyed it. I was really hoping there was going to be more of the Joker part rather than the story of how he became Joker. I knew what the story was going to be about, but I really sort of hoping there was a bit more Joker part at the end. But yeah, apart from that, I really enjoyed it. Put that one down there for now. Right, and the last one is a DVD gift from Pete on a retro tip. We were discussing, I think, after someone's live stream about the movie The Warriors. After someone showed me the computer game, I think, on the Xbox. And I said, oh, I've never seen this film. It's something that's probably passed me by, I don't know how. And he said, look, I've got a copy, I'll send you it. It's a really great film. So he sent it through to me. Very nice of him too. I mean, the generosity of the community. Sorry, I had to take a note out there. Always keep the notes with things I'm gifted. The generosity of the community is amazing. So yes, lovely. Thank you very much, Pete, for that. And that will stay in my collection forever now. Next up, so Rob, Essex Retro Gamer. He done a video on would a DS Lite survive being run over in a car? It did to an extent. He sort of said in chat, what shall I do with this now? And I said, look, send it over to me. I'll repair it, and then I'll donate it to GamingGrandad. So I have got it. I've bought all the parts to repair it, and I've just got a video repairing it. So this is the DS in question. It's got a cracked bottom screen. It does still turn on. It's still charging it. Or it's not charging it now. It did still turn on. I've got to charge it. Oh no, there we go. So you see it's got a cracked bottom screen. I've got a spare one of those. It's got a cracked case, so I've got a new one of those. So yeah, there'll be a video coming soon of me repairing this back to new and then hand into GamingGrandad. I'll put a link to Rob's original video on that, and a link to Pete's channel. So, while chatting in a WhatsApp group, I think Rob Rob again had shown some pictures of some trades he had to just trade in and stuff, that or trade with other YouTubers, and I spotted a loose cart in the box that I had the box and manual for. I didn't have the loose cart, so I said to him, look, if you wouldn't mind, I wouldn't mind having that. Offered him some money for it, he wouldn't take it, and he sent that through to me free of charge with the DS. So that was International Superstar Soccer. As I said, I already had the box. The box is okay condition. It's got a bit of a bow on the top, as you can see, but a bit of an iron. I'll sort that out. And a little bit of edge wear, but and a bow there. I think I can sort of catch that there. But yeah, I'll give that an iron. It's had some tape on it. You can see that's come off, but I've got to clean those off as well. But apart from that, it's an honest copy. So yeah, it's nice to have a boxed Super Nintendo game in the collection. Next up, some more GameCube games. I'm trying to beef up my GameCube collection at the moment. So I picked up a couple I saw. I can't remember. I saw these now. They look too good for CEX. I can't remember. But I will show them off. And the first one, manual, no safety guide, is Tetris Worlds. Now, I have no idea where I picked this up. It's going to bug me now. Inside, as I say, manual, disc, no safety guide, but and that's going to bug me now where I've got that from. It might have been a CX. I normally put the CX receipt in the box, so that is Tetris Worlds. And the other GameCube game, I'm just going to check there's no receipt there either, so just sort of say I didn't get it from CX. Again, it's got manual, no safety guide. Oh no, it has got a safety guide, this one. That's alright. And that is Tie 2, the Tasmanian Tiger 2, Bush Rescue. And again, I can't fault that condition there. All complete. And yeah, it's got a safety guide. I think they've been set together so long, they've sort of thought they were stuck together, but they're not. Lovely addition that as well. I'm going to put it in front of Tetris. Next up, I'm going to show you some DS games. Now, I picked these up right at the start of May, just because there was nothing in charity shops and there was nothing in my CX, and I was getting a bit worried that I wasn't going to have anything to show. So, yeah, these were charity shop finds, and they're not great ones, but I'll go through them anyway. Puzzler collection on thousands of puzzles, mainly word searches and crosswords and stuff, but again, it was all there. Got its Ubisoft brochure and safety guide, so everything was there. So it was going to charity. Couldn't complain at that. I think it was maybe £1 or 50p. I can't remember. Next up, another one. I've seen these in CX, but I couldn't find this one on the CX app, which probably means it's either incredibly rare or it's so cheap they don't even list it. And that is Flips. I think it's their novel books or books for children to read, multiple choice ones. Again, I'd seen it knocking around in the charity shop for a couple of weeks, and I couldn't really find a price on CX on it, so I just thought I'd pick it up. The only downside, it has got this sticker on the back which seems to have welded itself to the box, so I might have to do a box swap at some point. But yeah, it's an EA game, so bound to be good, isn't it? Next one, another rubbish one, but I didn't have it. It's in the collection now. It's got book and safety guide, maths training. Having a 9-year-old boy, you might find some interest in this, but it's not Fortnite or Minecraft, so probably not. But you can hope. it's all there. As I said, there was not much picking up in charity shops and stuff, and I was starting to worry a little bit. And the last one, not the last one, second to last DS game. I think it's sun faded, and it's hard to tell because the Nintendo logo seems fine, but the box seems very pale on the front. If anyone's got this, Platinum Sudoku, because the Nintendo DS seems the right colour there, but this seems a very pale blue. But then you look on the back, it is blue as well. So again, I've got it. I think it was £2 for £1 with that, with maths training, so you couldn't complain. As I look at that manual now, is that manual slightly darker? It's hard to tell. Maybe, yeah, the orange seems faded, doesn't it? But yeah, it's not one I'm just going to struggle to pick up again, is it? And the last one, I only picked this up. You can pick it up in CX any day of the week, but this one had the slip case with it. I've not seen it with the slip case, so I picked it up, and that is World of Zoo. What would you do with the keys to a zoo? There's the tagline on the back. I have no idea what you're supposed to do with it. It's probably like Nintendogs, but with zoo animals, I'm guessing. But yeah, slipcase, and it is a little. Does it open up? I think it does. Yes. So. World of Zoo. Right. So that was my pickups, but then a couple of YouTubers have contacted me, and I said, "Oh, I've got these games. Did you want them?" We tend time to time just pass games around. If I've got stuff I don't need, I pass it on. If they've got stuff they don't need, pass it on. But yes, it's down to me the generosity of the community. I mean, I've already got the Warriors from Pete, the DS from Rob that I'm going to pass on, and then I've got these games. And the first two is from Paul, Inked Northerner. He had some Wii games he wanted to pass on. He gave me first refusal, which is very nice. And not to be greedy, I just picked two. One for my son he might like to play, and one for my daughter she might like to play. So the first one is Need for Speed Pro Street for my son, not my daughter. Book and safety guide and disc. Paul said he was going to take these down to the charity shop if no one wanted them, so I nabbed these two. I struggle place to put these now. I'll move these DS games out of the way. Put it there. And the one for my daughter was Go Diego Go, Great Dinosaur Rescue. Lovely condition. Before someone gets upset. Hefty old manual. And safety guide is all there. So that was lovely. Thank you very much, Paul, for sending that through to me. One last thing I said to Paul, if no one wants the slipcase to Wii Music, can you, before you take down the charity shop, could I have the slipcase? Because I was missing the slipcase cardboard. And bless him, he sent me the whole thing through. So I've sort of pieced together the best one out of the two for myself, and the other one's gone into the trade pile, just trade on for anyone that needs Wii Music. So, the last lot of pickups now is from, well, he's been quite new to the community, but he's very, very generous and very friendly and chatty. And he messaged me with a pickup that he'd got a bundle of Wii games and said, which ones of these don't you have? And to be fair, I took a week or so to get back to him, and he held on to them all that time. And I finally got back to him after a bit of nudging, because I'd just been so busy, and I said, oh, these ones I don't have, and he sent me the whole lot through, which was amazing. So I'm going to try and rattle through these, because there's quite a few of these. The YouTuber I'm mentioning is Feed Me Chicken. He's absolutely phenomenal guy. Very generous, very chatty in the comments. He's definitely one of the big players in the community. He's definitely a community man. So let's rattle through these. I'm going to try and clear some space now, because there's quite a few of them. I'll put these here. Let's clear some space. So, My Sims Agents. I'm going to lie them down because they're not going to fit otherwise. Lego Batman. World Series of Poker. Tournament of Champions. As you can see as I go through these, the wife's been pretty tolerant. I've had this pile of games set by the side of the bed ready to do a pickups video. De Blob. I've never actually played this, so looking forward to that. And all complete inside. One I'm surprised I've never owned. I think everyone has owned this at some point in their life. And as you can see, it's a great game. Hannah Montana Spotlight World Tour. Never owned a Hannah Montana game, so looking forward to that. As well as I've never owned a horse game, which seems to be the fashionable thing to do, so I've got to get a horse game at some point. The Simpsons game. Can't believe I didn't own this. I think I used to own it back in the day, and Hit and Run as well. But all complete. World Championship Poker. Now, I don't know if these were actually Feed Me Chickens at the time, or he picked up a bundle, but there seems to be a lot of gambling games in here, so I don't know if he was getting the practice in for a trip to Vegas. There you go. Tron Evolution Battle Grids. Some more for the boy to play. I don't know how many of these are in the collection now. I'm just trying to see how many I've got. So this will be my second Ben 10 game on the Wii. Protector of the Earth. Never watched a Ben 10 episode, so I have no idea what this is about. Or anyone complains. Ben 10 Alien Force. So that now takes me to 3 Ben 10 games I own. I think. Just trying to read off my shelf. No, I think that's just the 3. That's the back. Another one I could have sworn I had this one, but when I checked I didn't. It's funny how sometimes you swear you don't have a game and then you end up buying a double, and then you swear you do have a game and then you end up not buying it. My Sims. I have no idea why I swore I had this game. I'm still half thinking I've got this. I'm still checking my shelf to see if I've got this. So there you go. No, it's not on the shelf. Yeah, My Sims. It is ending soon, so. Another one I'm pleased to get because my son's just starting to get into this, so He is a big fan. It's SmackDown versus Raw 2008. Yeah, his favourite wrestler is John Cena for some reason. I have no idea. John Cena! But he likes watching the Royal Rumbles with me, so we go through and watch the Royal Rumbles. DreamWorks game now. I don't have this one. Monsters vs Aliens. There you go. And the last one. I believe it's the last one. I think so. I've gone through pickups for next month already, just to make sure I haven't. And the last one is Active Personal Trainer with, I want to say Davina McCall, but I'm not sure. Is that supposed to be young Davina McCall? Or is that someone completely different? I don't know. Answers down below who that is. Okay, straighten up the disc. I'm sure I haven't done this in half of the games here. And the back. So, I want to say a big thank you to Rob, Essex Retro Gamer, Pete on a Retro Tip, Inked Northerner Paul, and Feed Me Chicken. I won't say your name. You're fine. Yes, very generous of you. The community is something else. I mean, we're always talking, we're always pointing out deals to each other, we're always sending each other gifts and stuff through the post. So, yeah, this is very generous of you guys, and I will pay you back somehow at some point. Yes, yes, there will be a video coming up of me repairing the DS Lite and sending that on to Chris, GamingGrandad. He's going to sell it to for his chosen charity, which is the Stroke Association. So I've been buying some shells and bits and pieces for that. So that's going to be a fun little project. It's just finding the quiet time in the house where there's no kids screaming at me. I've done some deals with some other tubers coming up for next month as well. There's some shelf game pickups. My wedding anniversary was in June, so I've got some Nintendo related stuff there from the wife. And of course tomorrow, as filming this today, is Father's Day, so there might be some Nintendo stuff coming then, but I don't know. We'll see. And as about an hour ago, my mate's just turned up and he said, "Oh, I've got these games if you want them," and dropped them off my doorstep. So I've probably got about this much more to show off again on my next pickups, which is getting ridiculous because the wife's complaining. So yes, as always, what out of this lot is worth playing, and what out of this lot is just worth ditching. If you leave your comments below on what's good and what's not good, I'll make sure to play it, and I'll make sure to avoid it, depending on what you say. Okay, guys, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.